brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell. Here I go again on my own. I'm down all I've ever known. What's up, you sick fucks? Welcome back to Two Brains, One Cell, episode 106, I believe is what this one is. As you could probably see, and not hear, is Cade is not here again. Due to scheduling conflicts, you know, we're in so many movies and TV shows. We got press tours to do and concerts we're performing at. Like, we're just such busy dudes that, he's been back from Vegas for a week, but he's just got so much stuff going on. So I was like, okay, buddy, like, you're busy. I get it. I can take it from here. Okay, it's okay. So yeah, there's not going to be Cade this week, which is fine. It's cool. But on last week's topic of the Vegas thing, I'm not going to talk any more about it, but I wanted to show you guys. This is the amount of nude cards that I got within the 3-ish days that we were walking around on the strip, and it was insane. And it was so funny because we would walk over and they'd just be handing you just tons of them. But I could explain that I look like white trash. I mean, I typically look like white trash, but like today, I really look like white trash. Because I didn't really want to prepare. I didn't find out that Cade was not going to be able to record today until today, so it's been a bit of a scramble. And so I'm just doing this first cut, but we're gonna have Gabe on this episode. He will be showing up shortly, I hope. But I wanted to get this out of the way. That way, if we have a short episode, it doesn't matter because we got this whole cut, you know? Anyway, Cade couldn't make it this week again. So for the first 12 minutes, you guys are hanging out with Carsen. You guys are hanging out with Carsen. I don't know. I didn't really have much to talk about. I was kind of banking on Cade being able to talk about Vegas and stuff, so I finished Vegas up last week and whatnot. The new stickers are a big hit. No one has bought one quite yet, but everyone likes them so far. I've been working on music. It's not going well, but I'm working on music, so what can I do? I didn't get to tell this story yet, but my mom was talking to this guy who performs covers of songs, mainly I shouldn't say mainly, he does different covers and stuff, but a lot of more country bluesy stuff, at least when I'm around. That's what we aim for. But we went and watched him perform at Slackwater one night, and I remember watching him play, and I leaned to my mom and I was like, I bet you I could figure that out. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, it seems like it's like 3 chords. I just like the strumming pattern would probably be harder, and maybe like the hammer on or something like that. But I was like, I think I could probably figure that out. And maybe like a week and a half later, she was telling him about that I make music or something, and he asked if I played guitar or if I played like the mandolin or something like that, because he was looking for someone to play the mandolin with him during these sets for certain songs and whatnot. So it became like a whole thing, and then he was like, well, we should jam sometime and see, how it goes. Maybe he can play with me, or maybe we can get him a mandolin and he can play with me. And So we set up a day, and we went over there. I brought my guitar and set it up. I think there's a picture. There's a video, but it's not good video. And then I have a picture that I think I put on my Tinder or something of me playing next to him. But I went down there and my mother came with, because at the time I thought that, like, this is her friend. I don't really want to go over to this guy's house. I don't know. This is, like, it felt weird. But then it also felt weird that my mom came with me to this thing. Like, it was just, there's no way around it. So anyway, we're there. He's giving me some whiskey, and we are just kind of, I'm like, I don't know how a jam session technically works. I don't know what we're supposed to do. And so then we kind of start talking, and I had just learned Wicked Game, the Tenacious D cover of Wicked Game. So I was like playing that, and I played like a couple songs that I did know, and then we got into him performing stuff, and like I had to watch his hands because I'm not the best at guitar. So I don't know the names of chords, but I know the shapes. So I would have to watch his hands and follow his hand movements as we were playing. And but it was so much fun. And it was just a great jam session, regardless of if he wanted me to, do it with him while he's performing or anything. But it was really fun. Then near the end of the night, I had mentioned something about my banjo, and he goes, "You have a banjo?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, we don't need you to get a mandolin if you got a banjo. I'm sure we can make the banjo work." And I was like, "Oh, well, okay." And whatever, and so we left there with, a couple, like a good time. And he was supposed to give me a list of songs that I was going to work on, see if I could learn, and that way we can perform them together. And so weeks down the line, we have like shoot a couple texts back and forth, and eventually he's like, let's set up a time this week. What do you got going? And I was like, I'm really busy this week, except for Saturday and Sunday or something, or like Friday and Sunday. So we set it up Sunday. I go over there, and I bring the banjo this time. I was going to bring my guitar pedal because you can use that as a loop pedal. But right as I was figuring out how to use it as a loop pedal, it crashed, which was in the middle of it updating, and it was, I thought, absolutely broken. And luckily there was one like small like Reddit thread or some shit that had the answer to fix it, and it finally fixed it for me. But I was going to bring it, but again it crashed. So I brought my banjo and my guitar, and this time we weren't set up in his like little staged area in the basement. This time we just sat in his living room with all of our shit on his poker table. And we just kind of like went through some of the songs that we had previously talked about. I told him a couple new songs that we could play. Our big one right now that I'm working on the most, at least on my end, is Coulter Wall's Devil Wears a Suit and Tie, which we...
Oh, I was upstairs singing because I thought I was home alone.
You thought you were home alone?
Yeah.
Well, I'm recording the podcast right now.
Okay.
Where did you think I went?
I don't know, I thought I heard the front door.
Oh, no.
So then I started singing loudly to my music.
What was I talking about? Oh, the Devil Wears a Suit and Tie by Coulter Wall was like a big one. And I've been trying to figure that out on my end so that we can play it. Then he wants me to learn some other songs that we've been discussing that I'm excited about, and especially because we're going to go see him, this artist, perform in August, which I think his name is like Gregory Alan Isakov. I don't know how to say his last part of his name, but he wants me to learn some songs with the banjo with that one. But it's going to be fun. Like if we can get everything figured out and I can solidify my guitar and banjo stuff, then I might be able to be performing at like Slackwater and like the Vault or wherever he does his stuff. I might be performing with him for little bits of money, but still money, and I'll take it, dude. If I get to perform live music and get paid to perform it, I'm not going to be very worried about how much money I make. Because, I mean, granted, I put my music on like Spotify and Apple Music and stuff, and I get like tenths of pennies, tenth of a cent for views and stuff like that. So I'm not really that worried about the money aspect. I just think it's cool that I get money for it. And then that gives another way for people to come support live music, local music, and me if they wanted to. So I'm excited about that. I am really nervous in my own skill to play guitar and banjo, especially because banjo feels like I'm learning guitar all over again. It's like a whole new concept, but the same instrument in a weird way. So it's gonna be hard, especially because, like I said, I don't know chord names. I just know shapes, and the banjo has different shapes, so that kind of fucks with me a little bit. But I'm excited. It'll be fun, and I hope that when Gabe is on, we will have. Oh yeah, see, the camera will probably cut in the next like 2 minutes. But this is gonna be a good episode. We're gonna have Gabe here. It's gonna be higher energy. I'm a little bit hungover from last night. Ripkin came over and we had a bunch of beer and talked till like 3 in the fucking morning. So I'm a little bit low energy. I'm in the middle of drinking a Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna get some energy in me. We're gonna get fucking crazy, and it's gonna be a great episode. And I just hope we get some good clips out of it. Thanks for hanging out with Carsen again, dude. What the fuck? Hell yeah, dude. What? Yeah.
If you drink pickle juice while you're drinking.
Yeah, that's like a big thing is it eliminates the burn and hydrates you with the electrolytes that are in it as well. And so it really does help, but what was I going to say about that? Oh, I was drinking the pickle juice because it was like...
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Your microphone is over there, by the way.
Oh, so they can't hear what I'm saying?
We can. We do camera audio until we're both on the mic.
Let me fucking finish this so I'm not talking with food in my mouth.
You're fine. But I would drink the pickle juice, and it was because there was... apparently, I had read somewhere on the internet that like the vinegar in it helps with like burning fat or something. I can't remember what the fuck it was. And then it hydrates you, and then your metabolism speeds up, and it's like a whole process. And so I was like, pickle juice really do that for me? Like, it'll do all that, and I get to eat pickles? Like, this is fucking sick. And I ended up, I couldn't really tell the difference in anything when I was doing that, except my shits were neon green.
That's weird.
I kid you not. I remember I was telling Cade about it. I was like, dude, I kid you not. I just shit Hulk poop. This thing is radioactive.
You ate that many pickles?
No, it was the pickle juice, like, and, well, I guess, yeah, the pickles as well, but, like, the mix between that where I'm ingesting pickle juice with every meal.
Yeah.
And, like, having a pickle or two or whatever, just, like, the whole thing all together, I was just shitting neon green. And... figure it out,
Give
dude.
it to me. Give me that.
Give me that. I'm just joking.
I'm just joking.
I'm just joking.
Fucking wrap around my foot.
But yeah, I remember me and Cade did a whole bit about it because I told him, I was like, you're telling me I have Hulk poop? And this is like a series of videos we sent each other, and I go, you're saying I pooped Imagine Dragons song radioactive?
Oh my god.
And then we started going back and forth, and then it turned into the most vile, like, it went from us doing that kind of thing to, like, near the end of this bit, we were both in the dark, and this is, like, we're sending videos. We're both in the dark, in our underwear.
Oh god.
Like, in the corner, like, fucking tweaking and, like, saying gibberish and shit, just like,
Just fucking...
like a
possessed.
Yeah, and I gotta see if I have some of those videos because it was fucking wild.
Off the rails.
Yeah, like it went from I got neon green poop to in our underwear,
Real quick.
like jumping around, like fucking looking like Gollum or some shit. Like it was the weirdest switch up, but that was the day that I had shit just an absolute green poop. My shit's radioactive. Am I shitting Imagine Dragons song? Is it Hulk poop? I don't know anymore.
I haven't shit in a week. I'm gonna blow up. Yeah, I've never. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like,
You're telling me your poops don't change colors?
no, not usually.
You're like red.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
is a big one.
No, that's usually what I'm throwing up.
Oh, yeah, right. Expelling different colors from your body is the greatest. Exuding different colors from your orifices.
Well, I mean, yellow.
Hello?
I took laxatives when I had to do that.
Oh,
test.
damn. I thought you were just talking about piss.
Pissing out no, it was. Well, I mean, it was pretty much piss. It was just coming out my ass.
Damn. Well, if you really think about it, you kind of get rid of a whole rainbow. You got white. It's every
White.
orifice. You come, you piss,
Oh, okay.
you shit. It's just like we just get rainbows out of our bodies all the time. It's crazy. This episode's sponsored by Big Gay.
I forgot this is going on the internet. Talking about some weird shit.
I know.
It's
Well,
just started.
it's funny because it'll be that 12 minutes of me sitting there being like, yeah, so I got this jam session thing set up. You know, I might be performing soon.
I was driving when you sent me those videos,
Uh-huh.
and I had opened them, but my music didn't stop playing.
Huh.
So it was, I could hear my music and barely hear what you were saying, but I didn't actually obtain any of the information you were telling me.
Oh,
so
it was just that I did like a 10 minutes before by myself, and then just did like a little thing about the jam session stuff that I might be doing soon. And I completely forgot where I was going with that.
happens to the best of us.
It had something to do with what we just said, and now it's gone. Well, fuck.
And we didn't brainstorm like we talked about.
No, well, I tried. I looked through like my Snapchat memories, and then I looked through my camera roll to see if anything would like pop up that I could talk about. I had fucking nothing.
What were you? Okay, well, the video you sent me today. What were you shoving up my ass?
A ruler.
Stick. Oh, it was a ruler.
It was. I think I still have it. It was
the yard. Was it
a yardstick. It was a
Okay.
yardstick. Yeah.
I thought it was like a pool cue or
So
something.
it was a yardstick. I remember I had gotten it from a teacher who it was broken, and they didn't want it anymore. And I was like, "There's potential here. I'll take it instead." And she was like, "Okay, as long as you don't like do something bad with it at the school." And I was like, "No. I'm just gonna take it home.
Not at the school,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll take it home. Then that's when I'll do some fuck shit."
Yeah.
And she was like, "All right, I'm trusting you." And I was like, go. It's fine. I'm not gonna do anything."
That's what makes this great is nobody has seen this video but us. And nobody knows what we're talking. They just
Or I can put it on in the podcast so that they can see it.
that video is fucking great. FYI, the ruler didn't go in my ass.
Well, that's
at
debatable.
least not in the video.
It was I can't even remember what warranted any of that either. Like what the fuck we were doing. You were just looking in the fridge and then I just came up to you with a fucking yardstick to put in your ass.
Oh.
Welcome back. Oh, I remember what I was going to say earlier. It was that it's going to go from me talking about like just normal stuff and then being like, yeah, Gabe's going to be on the podcast here in a second, so be ready for that. And it's going to be like, yeah, dude, I was shitting neon green. And you're like, yeah, I was shitting yellow. I was like, yeah, we exude rainbows from our body's orifices. You just jumped right across the fucking building. A complete change up. Uh-oh, Stinky. Oh, is it Damien?
Hey, man.
What are you guys doing tonight?
We're recording a podcast right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's
You
mad.
sound like Squidward.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm out in Salt Lake right now, but I'm gonna be leaving here in a minute.
Can everyone come over?
Yeah.
come over to Carsen's.
I'm going to Slackwater around 6, though.
You want to go to Slackwater with Carsen at 6?
Sure.
Okay, we'll just come here.
Yeah, just
So you guys gonna save some time for me on the podcast?
We can keep recording, or we can stop recording on one of these cuts and wait until after we go to Slackwater, then you can hop on.
Yeah, I don't care. It's up to you guys.
Alright, fuck you.
What do you mean?
Fuck you, man.
Hey, listen to this. I'm gonna poop myself.
I really hope they can hear that because the microphone was up to my speaker.
Worst case, I can use the camera's audio.
Do it.
Yeah. The fart, though, they might not hear.
Oh, I didn't even hear the fart. I thought he tried to fart.
It went.
Oh yeah, I thought he tried and was like, "That's a bad idea."
It sounded like Yoshi's tongue
Fucking
slowed.
U-turn.
Alright, well, I'll text you guys and let you know when I get back.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
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 Fuck that guy, dude. Fucking hate his ass. Fuck that guy. He's never coming on my podcast.
Let's tell him we're just not going to Slackwater. We're going to some other place, and then just be like, "Where you at, bro?"
Oh my god, I just had huge deja vu to our last episode that we
Me
did.
just saying that.
Yeah. Cuz we had talked about something where we were like, just tell him that. Fuck! That is the weirdest deja vu because we did some shit like that on the last episode you were there.
Do you remember it?
No,
Oh, okay.
not at all.
Just okay. Vague deja vu.
Yeah, like I just remember you saying some fuck shit like that. We were like, well, let's tell him that we're gonna go here, but instead we'll do this.
Dude, the last podcast I was on was what? Almost 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Because it was the first time I came out to visit, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
In like April or May.
Yeah, and that would have been.
It wasn't the January trip, was it? When I came back from my car?
I don't know.
When did you start this?
We started it in March
Of
of 2 years ago.
the year I left.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been my January trip. So it was April or May. I think I came back in April. And then I came back. Did I come back 2 or 3 times?
I think it was April that you did it.
Well, because I came back in May for sure. And then I came back in June with my whole family to get the rest of our shit. And then I didn't come back till I moved back.
I think it was April because I went on my.
Nope, I came back 3 times. January for my car. And then I planned, or I didn't plan, I just fucking decided to come out here for a week in May. So it would have been May. And then I came back in June with
Right.
my family.
Yeah, you're right because then after that episode is when I went out to.
Texas?
It was
Pennsylvania?
Seattle.
Oh.
No, it was Oregon. That was right after we did that episode. I went out to Oregon because every time I'm looking through my photos and I pass that part of it, it passes all of us sitting on the couch, and then it goes into like the cityscape of Oregon in my camera roll.
I got pretty drunk that weekend.
Yeah, when we were in our underwear and shit.
Yeah.
That seems like a.
We can talk about that stuff now.
Yeah, when we just
we
get
weren't
fucking
allowed to when I was
fucking
back here.
blasted. I know. We were like, oh, so can't talk about us drinking.
Couldn't fucking vape, couldn't drink.
We recorded a podcast and then just proceeded to get absolutely tanked.
I finished that bottle of wine by myself, and then we split the fucking
The
bottle
Pendleton.
of Pendleton. Good God.
You know what we can do that me and Cade haven't done on the podcast in forever? Is a would you rather?
Okay, I'm down. We're recording.
Yeah. These are, I don't know if we've done these ones. What power tool experience would you rather endure? A belt sander ran against your bare crotch for a minute, or a nail gun shot 3 times into your back?
Definitely the nail gun.
Nail gun, for sure.
Yeah, fuck that. A
You know
minute?
some- you know-
there'd be nothing left.
You know some sick freak was like,
Give me that sand.
I'll take the sanding on my dick and balls, please.
Ah.
Yeah, that would just go straight to the bone after a while. Like that just shreds it away, and then you're just on bone.
Bone being pelvis, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, there's no bone in your dick.
Yes, I'm aware.
Unless you have a boner.
Right. Then you grow one for a minute,
Yeah.
and then you shoot it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's white.
Would you rather have someone shoot rubber bands at your bare genitals, or have someone throw bologna and mayonnaise at your bare ass? What the fuck? Bare ass, of course.
Definitely the rubber bands.
You're like, so obviously the rubber bands, and you castrate me while you're at it as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got another one here. I don't understand that one. What would you rather share a sauna with? Several 80-year-old jugglers or a mafia family? A mafia family.
Yeah, it'd be some interesting conversation in there.
You'd just be sitting in there, and every once in a while you just hear a it's like a couple grunts.
They're fucking plotting on me.
Yeah, you're just sitting in the corner, like kicking your legs and just looking around. And
How you guys doing today?
you're like, hey, we gotta take care of Joe because something ain't sitting right. And then and you're over there in the corner going, you guys come here a lot? I heard this place is really good with they have really good massage things.
Can we be friends?
I think is it steamy enough in here for you guys? I think they got the water thing. We could pour some water on this.
You guys seem really cool.
They're like, "Yeah, let's steam it up." They start steaming it up a little bit, and you're like, "Hey, where'd you guys go?" And they're like, "Hey, just shut up, and he won't fucking see us, okay? There's nothing to worry about." Hey, did you guys leave or? You know what? I'll just come to you. It's fine. I'll just come over to you guys. That's it. Fucking whack him.
Slip and land in his fucking lap. Dick to the face.
Whoa, sir, that's a nice hog.
Got a
Oh!
fucking hammer under there?
He goes, hey, fuck off my cock and balls.
Oh, Lord.
And that's our would you
Yeah.
that one.
Dude, we should get a couple of us and just play Cards Against Humanity and record it.
I would love that.
That'd be so much fun.
I would absolutely love that.
That'd be some content.
It would be a lot of cutting stuff out.
Why?
Some of the offensive things that are a little too offensive.
Fuck it.
But this podcast I listened to before they stopped making episodes was the Misfits, and they were a bunch of YouTubers. Like one was Swagger Souls with the helmet, and they did that. They had 6 of them, and they all played Cards Against Humanity, and it was so fucking funny. But it's the same thing that you even when you're playing normally, but it's just amplified because you're being recorded, and so when the awkward silences when your card doesn't hit is even louder.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting there and you're like, oh, this is a good one. You put that down, and then it's just and they read it and they go and put it in a different pile or something. Yeah, and then you sit there and it's also being recorded, so you're like,
Everyone just saw me fucking.
Who's
Hey, how you doing?
whose card was that? That was a bad card. I wonder who put that down. And you say that trying to be passive about it, and then someone's like, yeah, who did put that card down? It wasn't me. Someone else is like, yeah, it wasn't me either. And you're like,
Everyone's like, no.
fuck. Yeah, I wonder how that card got in there.
Who's cheating? They put down 2 cards.
I think someone slipped a card in there in accident. I didn't hear mine get read, so maybe. Do you want me to give you this one? Because this was the one I was going to put in.
Oh, I put the wrong one in. That was a throwaway card. That's always a good one.
Yeah, it's just
It's
a
just a
throwaway.
throwaway card.
There's no redemption, though,
After
when you
were
say.
like, oh.
Yeah. There's no redemption after you're like, this is a good-ass card. You slap it down, you're like, nah, it's throwaway. It's throwaway. I didn't need that card.
That or you just look at him. You're fucking stupid for not getting
Yeah.
that. That was funny.
It's all defense after a while. You're like, oh, you don't understand my joke then, you fucking idiot. They read it in a wrong manner. Like you had said it differently in your head and they read it wrong and you go, Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that.
I'm just joking.
I'm just joking. Who would you
Oh God.
Who would you rather serenade? A crack whore or a serial killer?
Probably the serial killer in hopes that they kill me after.
You're just sitting there singing, thinking you're doing bad, and he's over there like, fucking beautiful.
Starts clapping in the end. You're like,
Fuck. I feel like a crack whore would be interesting. She's cracked out.
tweaking
Yeah.
in the fucking chair.
She looks like a fucking clicker from Last of Us. And you're just over there fucking singing her a song.
Fuck.
A text. Are you still home?
Mother?
Yeah. Yes,
Mama?
I am. Earlier when I was recording that little bit by myself, she came down here and she was like, "Why haven't you been answering me?" And I'm like, "I'm literally recording part of the podcast right now." And so on the pod, it's just our back and forth. And I was like, "I'm just recording." And then she goes, "Well, I was up there like singing my heart out thinking I was home alone." I was like, "When did you think I left?" I've just been recording.
Look out the window. My car's right there.
Yeah. I didn't go anywhere. Back to this. But yeah, I feel like a crack whore would be fun at Saturday.
That would be pretty funny.
That'd be pretty good. Who would you rather sleep with for a night? A porn star that has crabs or a model that has diarrhea?
Crabs can go away.
So diarrhea is also not that bad.
Yeah. Wait, what was it with diarrhea?
A model. It's risky, but like
Who's the model?
You get a
I mean,
little
who's the porn
blowback.
star?
I feel like that's not necessarily.
At least the porn star will like act like I'm doing a good job. Like it's her job to do that.
The model is just being very serious face and like
Yeah.
runway shit.
Too hot for this.
They just you're hitting it from the back, and they turn and do like blue steel at you or something. Look at me, and they just turn around and they're just like, ooh, yeah.
Fuck.
They do that and you get blowback, and you just get fucking shat on.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the shit episode where we just talk about green
Rant,
shit, yellow
yeah,
shit, and
porn
fucking
stars,
liquid shit.
Yeah. God dang.
What a train wreck.
Yeah, I'm not used to doing this kind of shit.
I think I'd go with the model.
Yeah, probably. I didn't listen to the whole question, honestly.
It was just, would you rather sleep with for a night? Porn star with the crabs or model with diarrhea?
Well, I know it is what I'm saying, though, is I heard sleep with and porn star, and I was like, well, what other better option can there be?
You're like, that's literally
so my brain
my
just
dream.
tuned out the rest of what the fucking question was.
Sleep with, I don't know, porn star, and it's just me in the background going, I don't know.
It's called selective hearing.
What flexibility would you prefer? The ability to stick your foot up your ass? Sold. That one. Or being able to bend all the way over to kiss your ass?
Do I have to choose one?
I feel like it's just you have the ability to do it. You don't have to do it.
This is fair.
You're like, what would you prefer to be like flexible? Like, which one would you be able to have the ability to do?
Probably bend over and kiss my ass.
I feel like that kind of flexibility.
Dude, you would be so good at wrestling.
Oh, true.
Like whether you could stick your head all the way between your legs or just fucking straight up fucking go backwards, whatever way you bend, like.
I think either way I'm joining the circus. I'm the freak show that's putting my own foot up my ass. Or
Fucking damn and always late.
what a dick. What a jackass. What a butthead, dude. Fuck that guy.
We don't say that word.
Butthead. Fuck. No.
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 If you had your own rock band, what would you prefer the name to be? The Horny Inbreds or Crotch Cheese? Those are both fantastic
Yeah.
names. I could do either of those, and it would just depend on which one I got stuck with. Because crotch cheese sounds like a Midwestern indie.
Well, see, that reminds me of two people, Zach and Damien. Zach, because he's not from here.
Yeah, because he's got the cheesiest cock.
Yeah, and Damien because that's pretty close to his Call of Duty name.
Oh yeah.
Fucking rectal cheese.
Yeah,
so
that is pretty
it's
close,
just
yeah.
the other end.
See, the horny inbreds. I feel like that one I would strictly have to be
I have lived in Missouri the last 2 years, so
banjo, bluegrassy shit, like fucking just that blind hillbilly on the fucking.
yeah, I'm going crotch cheese for sure.
Yeah, I feel like crotch cheese. Like I was saying, it would be like a great Midwestern indie band. Like emo, like they're in a basement somewhere playing like, yeah, she left me for some other guy because I had crotch cheese, crotch cheese, crotch cheese, crotch cheese. Like it would just be like the greatest fucking.
You really just did like a whole fucking chorus right there.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. That's like my whole thing.
That's my whole thing.
That's like my whole thing. I'm like that cool. I like am down here and I just kind of do things.
just musically gifted.
I just kind of do things off rip, and it's like it always just lands perfectly. Like it's always just like either really funny or really cool and good and the best. So it's like a thing I can do.
Or you just in your head. And,
I'm just gifted.
wow.
We going?
Yep. She do like the way that my dick stank, dick stank. Ooh. Ah. Forgot to reset the timer, so I think we're somewhere. We'll probably do like one more cut and then we're good.
Yeah, because we're going to add Damon in later.
I think we're almost like
To the point where we can't?
yeah.
Well, then should we stop?
No, he can fuck off.
Like, actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
All right. Shit.
I don't give a shit either. Fuck that guy. Oh yeah. This episode is gonna be titled "Would You Rather," featuring poop.
Me poop?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we talk about it the whole time. It's not you. We're featuring poop.
But you're featuring me in the episode because it's usually Cade, so
Nah.
that means me
Fuck
poop.
that guy. Fuck that guy. What would you rather discover in a gym locker?
A gym locker.
A rotting hand clutching a bar of silver, or a bar of gold covered in human pus?
Bar gold? Wash that shit off. You alright?
I think obviously
No,
like
I changed my mind. The hand. Because I want to know.
you're
I'd
gonna
be
go
like,
on an adventure for
Yeah.
sure. You're gonna figure
where
out
the fuck did this come
what
from?
the- how
Whose
this
hand that
happened.
is? Yeah.
Is this treasure? Is this
And
the
you still
beginning?
get a little bit of bar of silver.
Is this like a beginning of me finding a treasure?
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna go on a whole adventure and go find like some fucking hidden treasure somewhere?
You know what it was?
I'm gonna go on some Outer Banks type shit.
I know who. I don't know whose hand it is, but I know who chopped it off.
Who?
It's the fucking mafia in the sauna.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're at the gym locker. If we're-
Obviously.
well, I'm thinking like when we would go to the gym.
BDO?
Yeah, like that was what I was imagining when we were in the sauna. I was picturing the mafia people in there with us. And so then when we're thinking gym locker, I'm also thinking the locker's there.
Fair?
So I put both of those in the same place already. That mafia motherfucker. Well, okay, but then why would he leave the silver in the hand? It's a hint?
It's just, I think it's more of a message. It's like,
I don't need your money.
got
bro.
away with a little bit of this.
And it's rotting too, so it's
Yeah,
been dead.
for a
It's
minute.
been cut off, yeah. I'm showing a lot of skin this episode.
I dig it.
All right, let's see what else. We're just blowing through these. Would you rather be willing to? Would you
Okay.
I think I'd pick yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Would you be willing to become an immortal vampire if you could survive off of animal blood? Yes or no?
Immortal being the sun can't kill me either. Because I mean, vampires they can die wooden stakes, the sunlight.
I think you do get.
Like, are you still a vampire?
I think you're.
Oh, fuck me! It's a good thing that wasn't all the way opened. Sorry, Carson. You got a paper towel or something?
You can use my sock.
Really?
I took a shower and I haven't worn these anywhere. Clean up your beer with my sock.
We're in the fucking wilderness. Use our sleeves to wipe our ass. Use our socks to clean up beer. It's not like we're in a house.
Put it on a coaster too. Is that way you don't leave a ring.
Oh, I didn't see those.
I usually wouldn't mind. It's for that kind of specific incidents where liquid does get on the bottom of it.
You want this back?
I'll put it on right now. Welcome back to this episode where Carson puts on a wet beer sock.
Oh, you're actually okay. Just fucking touch it up there.
Carson then proceeded to wear said beer-soaked sock for the rest of the evening as they ventured out to Slackwater for hours, and then off to the driving range, where he then also sweat in said sock, resulting in beer sock madness. I'm gonna get a yeast infection in my foot.
Fucking green shit, green toenails.
I'm gonna start growing bread out of my toes.
Jesus.
Hey, that's perfect. The other one's got toe jam.
Dude.
Toe bread.
I watched a fucking TikTok video, and it was like a guy reacting. She's like, so I made these cinnamon rolls for my husband. He said they were good, but they tasted a little weird. And, this other guy reacting to the video was like, yeah, okay, like kind of confused. And she goes, and I told him it was because I used yeast from my yeast infection to make fucking cinnamon rolls.
That's not real.
It can't be.
That's not real.
It can't be.
That's
But
not
still,
how that
that
works.
just the thought and like the
I wonder
idea
if it was
is
like
just
that'd
like
fucking
that's
disgusting.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Fuck that. Immortal vampire. I think you do have to oblige by
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
by the rules of
A vampire.
a vampire. Yeah, no sun. You gotta just survive off blood
Of animals.
of animals. You can't see yourself in mirrors. You could probably fly.
Probably not.
Really?
I don't want to live that long. Why would I want to do that?
I would want to do that so I can see.
Actually, yeah, you could. No, I changed my mind again. Yeah, I'd do it. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted.
You could also. You don't have to be secluded. You could totally out yourself as a vampire.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, wait, well, okay, continue. What do you mean?
You could just tell the world that you're a vampire. That it's animals. All you got to deal with is PETA coming after you, and then you can just live your life at night, not having to hide from people.
No, people wouldn't accept that. There's no fucking way people would accept that.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Either I bet you it's 50-50. 50% of the people don't give a fuck, don't believe you.
Yeah.
And 50% are like,
I think it's
you don't fucking belong on this planet then.
I think it's a way bigger difference. I think that it's going to be 80% of people do not believe it at all. And then 20% are going to be like, yeah, we got to kill this guy.
I don't know, dude.
Just imagine all the shit that you could do. You could make your own.
You could do everything you wanted to do in life.
You could but you could use it
but you
to
couldn't end it. Once you did everything, what would you do?
have someone put a stake through your heart.
Yeah, just
walk
end
outside
it,
in
end
the
it
sun.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But and also you could totally just
No, I don't think you. I don't think you can follow the vampire rules then? Because you wouldn't be immortal. That's the whole thing.
But
Vampires aren't immortal. They can still die. It just has to be in certain ways.
But I think in the lines of this question, immortal meant that they can like.
I think we went way too fucking deep in this.
It doesn't.
Would
we're
you
still
rather
going.
question.
We're still going.
I love it, but
I think in the lines of the question, it meant like you're immortal in the way that age isn't gonna kill you. Like you're gonna live forever as long as.
okay. But
I think the
how
stupid
how
people
does,
that
how
wrote
does
it.
how does an immortal person die?
A snail.
In a regular, not a vampire, just
a snail.
A snail.
Yeah, have you not seen those memes?
No.
I won't get into it.
But like, how does an immortal person die?
I am actually going to get into it because it's relevant. It wasn't a. It was a would you rather question where, would you want to be immortal? You could live forever. Like there's nothing that can kill you, except for a snail that's constantly chasing you your whole life.
Okay.
And so there's like a bunch of memes where it's like, you're at 3,000 years old, hanging out with like your children or something like that, and
Not paying attention.
yeah, and then your kid goes, "Dad, look, I found a snail," and like
Picks it up and fucking like shows it to
yeah,
you.
he puts it in your hand.
Oh
Die.
no. Nope.
And-
I'm still standing. I don't think you follow the vampire rules if you're immortal, because that is some other situation. But like, yeah. So
Well, okay, then if you're going full immortal,
yes, that's what immortal means.
If
It
you're
means
going
you
full-
cannot die.
then I think I'd still do it.
That is God status.
I think I'd still do it. You can go into space. You can't die.
Just fucking do everything you want here. Leave the planet.
Yeah, just go fuck off into space or something. Like,
Go through a fucking black hole.
Yeah,
See
well,
what's on the other side.
you wouldn't go through. You would be spaghettified. But if you're immortal,
If you're immortal, you wouldn't though.
but that's the thing is like, say that happens and you get torn into pieces. Do you stay alive while you're torn into pieces?
well, yeah, you can't die. Would you be torn into pieces though?
If you're immortal,
Yeah.
that makes it even tougher. Cause like Deadpool, you know, like it obviously he's not immortal, but you can like
Chop all of his body.
yeah,
off
you
and
could
it
cut
just
all of his
grows
limbs
back.
off and it grows back. Or
So what if he gets his head chopped off? Does his head grow a new
Yeah.
body,
yeah,
or does his body grow his head back?
it's his head grows a new body.
Is it his brain
Yeah.
that like does it? So what if his brain gets
Well,
exploded?
I swear there was a comic book where he had that happen where his
like he actually dies?
no, his head got cut off.
Oh.
No, his whole comic thing is that he tries his hardest, his damnedest to die.
That's his goal.
Yeah, because Lady Death, he is in love with her. And so he gets as close as he can to dying so that he can see her. And
So is that where the whole like girlfriend comes from in the movie? Because I've never read the comics.
no. She in like the second movie it kind of like references it
Yeah,
in
like
that
where
way.
she dies and he's trying to get to her.
Yeah, like I think that was like a nod in that direction, but like in the comics, Lady Death is an actual person, and Thanos falls in love with her at one point, and Thanos cursed Deadpool to be immortal, on top of him being able to regenerate and everything, so that he could never ever be with Lady Death.
Yeah, see, I've never read the comics.
It's wild. The comics are because it's like limitless. Obviously, you can
Well,
draw
yeah.
whatever the fuck you want compared to like movies and stuff, and
And it's the real story. Everything like
Yeah.
the Deadpool movies they're based off of the comics.
yeah, and there's like some fun like switch around where like I have Deadpool and Spider-Man comics, and at one of the end of them they're walking through Hollywood or something after doing something in Hollywood. They're walking by and they're like, "Who would you like to play you in a movie?" And obviously Deadpool says Ryan Reynolds.
Fuck yeah.
And then Spider-Man answers with, "Well, they'll probably redo it a bunch of times, but I'd pick." Like they make jokes on the movies
Yeah.
too. And like I have Deadpool versus, or it's Deadpool Killustrated. So Deadpool kills all of the Marvel universe,
Oh damn.
like literally everybody. He kills them all. Then he goes from the Marvel universe to the Deadpool kills Deadpool, where he kills every multiversal version of himself. And then he goes Deadpool Killustrated, where he goes and he kills the books that made that were like inspired comic book heroes. So you're having books that are like old stories or like Moby Dick.
Didn't it just stop?
It's got stories like Moby Dick, and he goes and he kills the stories so that they can't use those to make hero comic books, and like so there's nothing to be based off of for new heroes to be made. So he's killing everybody, and then eventually he finds the writers of the comic books and he tries to kill them and shit. Like he goes through the craziest journey, and that's only one storyline through the comics. There's another one where he's got the ghost of Benjamin Franklin in his head and a SHIELD agent stuck in his head.
Nice.
And that line is fucking wild too.
Dude, we straight up just went like 15 minutes deep into one
would
you rather
question,
question.
and then it changed into fucking comic book shit.
Jesus, that is how my brain works constantly. Same. I start on one thing and I'll end up on something way different.
Yeah, completely.
And then I'm like, how the fuck did I get from, like, what did I start with? Like, what brought this up?
That's what I was talking about when we first started. It was like when me and Cade were with like the pickle shits, and then it turned into fucking a gremlin in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now I gonna read questions. All right, what would you rather discover in a piñata after you break it with a bat? Exploding cow manure or tear gas? So you get covered in shit, or
cow poop.
Yeah, or you fucking fuck
go
that.
Blind.
Yeah, no, you don't go blind. You just fucking cry and snot. It fucks you up pretty good.
Yeah, I'd do cow manure because that one's a lot. That's just a cleanup.
Yeah, I mean, take a shower. I'd throw up for sure. But
cows just eat grass and shit. Like,
well, yeah, but it's still cow shit.
I'm just saying, like, I would prefer cow shit over human shit.
Yeah, and over tear gas.
Over tear gas, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the same. All right, if you were the first person on Mars, what would you prefer to do? Piss your name in the desert.
This sounds like The Martian.
Yeah. Or drop the first turd.
This sounds like...
I'm going piss my name in the desert.
For sure, that one, yeah. But it also sounds like you technically could do both.
Just take a number 3.
Yeah. Just shit while you're pissing your name. You also can't piss on the surface of Mars.
It's fucking would you rather. Yeah, you can in this situation.
We were arguing about the fucking
vampire
shit, but you're like, well, physics doesn't exist in this one. It didn't exist in the last one either. But.
All right. What would you rather get caught drinking out of? A dirty toilet in a mini mart or a pig trough? Definitely a pig trough.
I think a pig trough, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't, yeah. What would you rather use as, what the fuck is potpourri?
Oh, poopery is like...
Poopery? No, what? The T is silent?
That's how it's pronounced, yeah.
Poopery.
It's like to mask the smell of poop. Like when you go to the bathroom, usually you would use poopery to get rid of... I think... I can look it up.
We should just cut this part out because I'm not going to be able to pronounce the second answer. It's a shit bomb or burnt asbestos.
Asbestos.
Oh, I'm fucking dyslexic.
Asbestos.
Fuck.
Potpourri is. Cade doesn't like it. I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it just in case. Potpourri is a mixture of dried petals and spices placed in a bowl or small sack of perfume, clothing, or room.
Interesting.
To mask the smell of something. Or
what would you rather snort? Human ashes or hot sauce?
Human ashes, dude.
That's fucked up.
That's hard as fuck.
You're just taking that person in, dude.
You're literally a part of my lungs.
Yeah, Jesus.
You do that, you go, and all of a sudden you can play the guitar. You can just automatically start speaking Spanish.
What type of strippers would you rather see at the next bachelor party you attend?
Oh.
Male or overweight trailer trash moms?
That's tough.
Is this really what we're doing for the podcast? Is would you rather?
guess so.
Whatever.
I had nothing else to talk about.
All right.
I think male little people.
That's not one of the options.
Wait, what?
It's male. Not my little people. That's what the card says.
I know. That's what when I read when I said crack whore.
Yeah.
It's a little. These were written probably a while ago.
I'm just reading the card, man.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing wrong when you're reading
I don't
it.
choose what it says.
It's like when you're reading To Kill a Mockingbird and you.
No.
Allegedly.
Oh. What sound would you prefer to come out every time you open your mouth? An air raid siren or fingernails on a chalkboard? Definitely that one for sure. Enough.
I think you know my choice.
What would you rather have surgically grafted onto your face? A faucet or a bullhorn?
Bullhorn, dude.
For sure.
Are you kidding me?
Fuck some people up with
This is going to
that.
be just the most obnoxious motherfucker. I get to yell at like an air raid and I get a fucking... But is it a bullhorn as in like a bull's horn? Or is it a
That's
bullhorn?
what I took it as, but now I think it's...
The horn, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, but I took it as fucking horns.
Both. The horn also makes sound.
Ew. What would you rather find at the bottom of a bowl of soup? A used tampon or a partially bitten human eyeball?
That's tough. I think I could stomach the eyeball.
Really?
Yeah. I think...
I don't know. I mean, they're both fucking disgusting, but...
I think there's a lot more of a question as to how...
used the tampon is?
Right, yeah. Well, because maybe this came from someone who does not take care of themselves and it's just nasty, you know? Whereas the eyeball came from someone's fucking head, you know? Like, that came from the inside of their face
clean?
out.
I guess they're pretty clean, huh? Like, when they're dirty, it hurts and
You
you
blink.
can't see.
And you clean them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
facts.
They're
All right,
clean to an
I'd go with-
extent.
I'd go to the eyeball,
Like,
too.
yeah.
Okay.
It would just be easier for me to, like, the questions that would be raised afterwards, like,
Yeah,
whose
you'd go on
eyeball is
another
this?
fucking adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose eyeball is this?
Okay.
And
fair.
then you find out the
And you're
mafia
like-
don had someone's eye taken out.
It's the guy that's missing a hand as
Yeah,
well. He's
yeah.
missing a hand and
Yeah.
he's got a fucking eye patch.
Well, no, actually what it was, the hand
I bet you he's alive. Dude,
stole the silver.
that's the fucking initiation for the mafia. You lose a hand, you lose an eye.
Listen.
You have a fucking eye patch and a hook. You're a pirate.
The guy who lost the hand stole the silver bar. So they chopped his hand off, left the silver bar because they're like, the money doesn't matter. It's the fact that you stole from us.
Okay.
Right? So they put the hand in the locker. They leave it as a message to whoever's, going to the locker. Whatever.
Or they're just like bad at hiding things. Or
then,
dude, putting it in a high school locker, that's okay.
it was a
Continue.
gym locker.
Gym locker, my bad.
And then the eyeball was a peeping Tom who was trying to watch on some meeting that they had, or was trying to get with the Mafia Don's wife, who's peeking in, so they took his eyeballs out at the restaurant he owns.
No, see, because where my mind goes is... Oh, fuck, what's that movie? It's an Adam Sandler movie. It's where he finds all his fucking siblings. It's like an old Western movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's where their initiation is fucking taking their eye out with a spoon.
Oh.
See, that's where my mind goes. So I think initiation... Maybe he stole the bar, and then he was like... That's why he got his hand chopped off, and then he was like, all right, listen. I want to join you guys. And then they're like, you got to take out an eye. And he's like, I've already lost my fucking hand, so...
Can you imagine the mafia, like the Don? He's like, what what gave you the fucking gall to come here again after losing your fucking hand, huh? And he's like, well, I've reconsidered, and I think I want to join you guys. And the Mafia Don's like, what in the fuck? You think you can steal from me? From my family? Lose a hand and come crawling back begging to be a part of this family? Take an eye out with a spoon. Let me see it. Take an eye out with a fork, put it in a soup bowl, and serve it to that guy sitting at dinner right now.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could probably end it there.
Probably.
This has been a fucked ass episode.
It's been fun. Been a while since I've been here.
Episode 106, I think, is what we're on right now. 106.
What episode was I on?
I have no idea.
We got to figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm the best feature.
We hopefully we'll have Cade next week since it's been 2 episodes without him
Fuck Cade.
in a row.
I'll come back.
And yeah, I'm gonna make this my own podcast, and I'm just gonna
fucking
have guests.
replace Cade.
Just gonna have guests on every week.
Replace Cade with me. I got nothing else going on.
And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Fuck this. We're going to Slackwater to get some grubby. And
have a good day.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe and all that bullshit. Buy a sticker because I have a million stickers now.
Don't do it.
And always check your
Fuck
suit
this guy.
for tampons and eyeballs, and always check your gym lockers for hands holding silver bars and gold bars with pus on them, because you never know when the mafia is coming after you, and you just need to be wary.
Just be careful what sauna you go into.
Keep your head on a swivel, and stay safe out there. And also make sure you serenade your your local crack whore. Serenade your local crack whore with your band Crotch Cheese.
Yeah.
She don't like the way my dick stink, but I just call it crotch cheese.